Hello, I'm Jim Russell. I'm a wealth manager and partner with Merit Financial Advisors. And if you watched my last two videos, we talked about preserving and saving your assets. So this is the third in that series, and we're going to talk about today long-term care insurance and long-term care in general. So this is literally my own policy right here, because I practice what I preach. Doesn't say I like paying for it because it's expensive, but in my opinion, it's necessary. So this booklet right here is put out by the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, and it is a booklet that comes with all long-term care policies, and it tells you what it's about. It's very generic, but it tells you what it's about, and it's really quite good. So in doing some research for this chat we're having this afternoon, I wanted to read you a couple of things. Someone with prolonged physical illness, a disability, or cognitive impairment, such as Alzheimer's, often need long-term care. The biggest thing that insurance and insurances do, different insurance types of policies, they mitigate risk. What does that mean? I'm either going to pay for it out of pocket, or I'm going to pay a premium, and that insurance policy is going to cover me. So in doing the research for this talk, it really made me think in terms of what are the costs, what is real world when it comes to long-term care insurance. Now, those of you that are from AT&T, back in the day, you had the option to have a group long-term care policy with John Hancock Insurance. John Hancock long-term care is now gone. If you had it and you kept it, you still have it. So when we get to cost, and remember the whole series that we did here that you can look at on my website is about protecting your assets. So I looked up today the current costs, average costs for nursing homes in Georgia, assisted living, so on and so forth. So right now, a nursing home average cost is $7,440 per month. That is just a staggering number. So remember I said we want insurance is there to mitigate cost and to mitigate risk. So you either pay that $7,440 out of pocket, or your insurance company pays for it. And that's, so when we look at $7,440 per month, what does that equate to per year? $89,292. Now, how long is somebody going to be in a nursing home? Unknown question, unknown answer. We don't know. This is a true story. I have a fraternity brother. We've been close friends for over 50 years. His wife, in her mid-50s, came down, acquired, whatever, Alzheimer's. That was 20 years ago. She went to a facility. She died maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago. All that time, 20 years of cost. So take $89,000 a year, multiply it times 20. The problem with healthcare and care, if you will, for elderly in this country today is it's incredibly expensive. Now, do we want to have insurance to cover that, or are you wealthy enough to be self-insured? The problem is we don't know the answer to all the questions. How long is this going to last? We don't know. So the other thing that was a bit interesting in the cost was average care for assisted living, meaning that that particular person just needs some help, not total care like a nursing home. And that was $3,400 a month, average care. Depends where you are, how nice a facility you want to be in, so on and so forth. I would submit to you that long-term care insurance is one of the answers to solving this problem. So who pays? Where does the money come from if we don't have long-term care insurance? Well, Medicare will cover up to 100 days of skilled nursing home care per benefit period. Conditions have to be met. After 20 days, beneficiaries must pay a co-insurance fee from Medicare, $170.50 per day. So what you're seeing is that the costs are staggering, and there's going to be costs. So my own insurance policy gives me a bucket of money. Either I use it or my wife uses it, or a combination of the two. But we offset cost with that insurance policy. If we don't, it's coming out of pocket. Now, how deep are your pockets to cover this cost? And I know how it is. I am well aware. Not going to happen to me. I'm going to sail on through and just die someday. Well, that part's true, but will I need care down the road? I don't know. My mother needed care. The cost to keep her at home with in-house care was frightful. Multiple of thousands of dollars a month to keep her at home. So what qualifies one for long-term care? So there's what we call the daily living things that we each do, which is toileting, being able to get out of bed, being able to dress yourself, those types of things. So long-term care basically says if you can't do 2 out of 6 of these events that we all do every day and take for granted, then long-term care will start to pay. So there's many, many options there for a long-term care policy. What I would say to each one of you is communicate with your advisor and find out if you should have and should look at a long-term care policy. I know this is a bit of a short version of long-term care policies, because we could probably do a college quarter on the subject, and it's way too long to go into in great detail. I'm suggesting to each of you to communicate with your advisor, your Merit Financial advisor, and go over the your personal situation and make decisions if you should apply for long-term care insurance. It's a very beneficial thing. I thank you for listening. And again, if you want to go back and look at the other 2 videos from section 1 and section 2 of the things we covered, please do. I think you'll find it beneficial. Thank you for attending.